Hello everyone, it's Amy and welcome back for another journaling on a budget video. And today we're going to make puffy paper clips, and they're really quite simple. So all I did was I cut two little squares of paper. These are 1 3/4 by 1 3/4, and then I did put some little stitching with a glitter pen around the edges. And this one I only did 3 sides, just in case you don't know how to do the full stitches. You just go ahead and you just make little dashes, and you just go around all 4 sides, and then it looks like they've got little stitching on them. And I chose the glitter pen because it will show up a little bit because this is such a busy pattern. And then I want to go ahead and I want to put a stamp on this one. And so I chose a stamp because this is so busy that's very quite solid. If I had done something very intricate, it would have really blended in. So I'm just going to take my stamp, put it right on there. Now this paper that I have here, this is just a napkin that I got at the Dollar Tree, and then I just decoupaged it, just water glue, onto a book page. And there we go. That's what that looks like. And I might even put maybe a little bit of like Wink of Stella on there with my glimmer glazes, just to lighten that up a little bit too, or make it sparkle. So now we've got our 2 pieces for our puffy paperclip ready. And what we're going to do is we're just going to take a little square of toilet paper. Well, actually we'll do them both together instead of, I was going to fold them both separately, but this is, so it's 2 squares, and then I'm just going to fold it in half and fold it in half. And so that gives me 8 thicknesses. You can do them however you want to. And then I'm just going to hold this on here so that I have an edge sticking out on both sides, so that I can cut off so that I have an edge all the way around. I'm going to have to cut this right here. And then put it back on here, because I want to have a place to put my glue. And we're going to put our glue on the paper. Cut this one right about here, I think. So there we go. And so that's going to be our puff right there. And then all we're going to do is we're just going to take our top layer and put some glue on it. Now, I don't usually put glue on the toilet paper because I want it to stay puffy. I don't want it to get all glued together and kind of get squished down. So I'm just going around the outside edges of my paper. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the toilet paper, and now I'm going to put it in the center of the one with the glue on it, so that my glue one is down towards the bottom. And I don't have any glue right here, so I need to put a little bit right there. And then I'm just going to take this one and line it up, and then you need to pick it up and kind of squish both sides together like this, so that it stays puffy. If you leave it on the table and you just push the top down, you want the papers both to come together like this. You don't want the one to stay flat and the other one to make a great big bend down to meet it. So you want to pick it up and just pinch them together so that they're both kind of coming to the middle of your puff. And you can do this with any kind of glue that you have. I do use the Fabri-Tac on a lot of the journaling videos just because it's a really quick grab. And but a lot of times in my regular journaling, I just use tacky glue. So, you know, don't think that you have to have that Fabri-Tac. I think you see a lot of people that use it, and I think that their reasoning behind that is it does work well, but also it grabs so fast that if you're doing a video, it just makes it a little bit quicker. Okay. And then I just kind of fold my edges along the stitch lines, just to kind of really give it even more definition to the puff. And I do this on the front side. I just kind of pull it forward just a little bit, the whole thing. And then if your edges are uneven or anything, you can trim those up. But there we go. Now we have got a puff, and you can make it as thick as you want it. You know, you can put, that was 8 layers, and of course that's really thin toilet paper. So, you know, if your toilet paper is thicker, it's going to be much puffier, or you just put a couple more layers in to make it puffier. And then what I do for your paper clips, you can do them 2 ways. You can do them on the back, or you can do them as you're gluing it together. You can put your paper clip inside and glue your paper clip in so that your puff would stick like up if you want it to stick outside of your book. I like to put them on the back and just kind of make them hidden. So I'm just going to cut a piece of my paper here and just put that right. Put my paper clip on there like that, and then I'm just going to glue this to the back with my glue that spit all over the place. Let me get that off of there. And then just put the glue on here, and we'll put this on the back, and it will be all ready to go. Just make sure that, you know, you put, if you've got a stamp on there and there's a right side up or a wrong side up, just make sure that you get it that way. So that is my top. And I'm just going to squish that on there. Until it grabs and dries a little bit. I like to kind of squish between my paper clip too, just to make sure that it makes contact. And then I've got a little bit of my text showing through here, so I'm going to trim that off right now. And there we go. There's our puffy paper clip. I'll show you what it looks like in the book. And I'll show you, here's my original one that I made. And with this one is really puffy. So, and so, you know, that one, I think that I folded my toilet paper a little bit smaller because it was a smaller piece of paper. But I just think they're cute, and puffy is nice. I'm not, you know, like, I love all the fabric stuff, but I don't do a lot with fabric. But I thought this kind of looked like some of those little sewn squares that they're making, you know, and they're all puffy and everything. So there we go. And there is our puffy paper clip. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you make some, I hope that you have a really good time doing it. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope that you all have an outstanding day. Bye-bye.